Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 171 of podcast Room303. I'm your host, Jermaine Mendez. This is my co-host, Nicholas Moorhan. And as always, we have with us EPE. How are you doing this evening, Nick?
Yeah, I'm good. Recent news to come out of Carolina. The Carolina Panthers have already conducted an interview with Jim Caldwell.
Hire the man. This is a pro Jim Caldwell podcast.
And apparently Carolina and Houston have emerged as the top landings, like the most desirable coaching landing spots in the NFL. Also, I realized that I am now one Carolina Panthers white jersey away from completing 3 of 4 alternate jersey collection, or 3 of 4 jersey collections of my favorite teams being home away alternate jerseys.
Okay. All right, let me ask you this. Do you agree with Carolina and Houston as being the top 2 spots as far as coaching vacancies go? Okay. Same question to you, Eric. Somebody answer.
It's hard.
Yes or no?
What? No, I don't know.
No.
I think Carolina. I think Carolina is attractive because you have a team that was proved, like a team that proved that if you put a coach in there with his methodology, he can. I don't want to say warp because that sounds like a negative thing, but he can mold that locker room into that. They have a very moldable locker room of young, impressionable players. And I think coaches love that, right? Like let's say you do get, I know DeMeco Ryans already declined interviewing with the Panthers, but let's say you do get a DeMeco Ryans. He can come in there and he's not going to have the stink of like a Mike Tomlin, right? Where Tomlin brought in his guys, right? Like Matt Rule was so bad at recruiting players that the players that you have gotten and the picks that you have, you can imprint your identity on that team from day one. Houston's the same thing. Lovie Smith is a great head coach, but I think he was just a caretaker for that team for this year.
No, he got did dirty, bro.
I do agree. I listen. I said 2 things there that I believe in. Lovie Smith is a great head coach and deserved another year in Houston. I think the Houston organization viewed him as a caretaker so that they could get themselves in a position to then bring in one of these hot new coaching prospects, right?
Yeah, but they literally just keep the other guy and then fire him after 2 years. That don't make no sense. It's back-to-back 1-year coaches. Lovie Smith got did dirty. He outperformed the talent of that team, just like old buddy did before him. I can't remember his name right now.
Bill O'Brien.
No, fuck that guy. Speaking of falling up, do you hear he got hired as the OC for the Patriots?
No. Wasn't hired. He enrolled in the Bill Belichick School of Rehabilitated Head Coaches.
So he was hired.
Coaches who weren't good head coaches but want to be coordinators real good. The Derek Zoolander School for Head Coaches.
All right. That's enough of Nick. How are you doing this evening, Eric?
Doing good. A lot of stuff to look forward to this week. But I would say, in my opinion, the best coaching opportunity or vacancy right now is Indianapolis. With that roster, you come in, you put yourself quarterback. Yeah. Because Houston's tainted with all their drama and all their bullshit and racism. The Cardinals are just whack. The Panthers,
the Broncos have the best team. The Broncos have the best team.
Yeah, but did you see Russ this year?
Yeah, but if you're a good head coach, you should be able to get better play out of him.
Yeah. What was his name? Hackett? Nathaniel Hackett?
Who's available from the Pete Carroll?
Nathaniel couldn't hack it.
Uh-huh.
Who's available from the Pete Carroll coaching tree? Dan Quinn.
Let's see here.
He asked a question. I don't know. Pete Carroll It hasn't really had OCs or DCs that I can really remember like that.
Well, because we just said, or we've said for a while that it's the Russell Wilson is the system quarterback. So Gus Bradley is available.
Oh, don't do that.
Dan Quinn. Oh.
That's the obvious choice.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but Dan Quinn ain't going nowhere if you don't have an OC like Kyle Shanahan.
Ken Norton Jr. Robert Saleh, part of the Pete Carroll coaching tree.
He's already a head coach.
I know.
Norton Jr., so that's the son of Ken Norton?
Mm-hmm.
Has he been a head coach before? How old is he?
So.
How
No,
old is he?
that's just the all his coordinators.
Yeah, I know.
Ken
I'm asking
Norton Jr. He is 56 years old.
No, that's Ken Norton Sr., bro.
Is Ken Norton still alive?
All right, well, while Nick's looking that up, on today's episode, we'll get into communion with E. This is 2 episodes in a row where Eric just had his own communion with E ready to go.
I mean, it's kind of crazy, right?
Sign of the apocalypse. Ladies and gentlemen, get your affairs in order because this is a wrap. We'll get into the NFL Conference Championship, a preview. And then we'll get into the 2023 head-to-head picks. And without further ado, we'll get into communion with E.
All right. Wait. So this week on Communion with E, I want to ask you a little baseball-related question. Nick, you might have a little more insight since you say you played college ball. We'll never actually know. But would you rather throw 100 miles per hour with 80% accuracy or throw 80 miles an hour with 100% accuracy? Follow-up questions. Which pitch would you want to be a master at? And if you were an MLB pitcher, which 3 or 4 pitches would you keep? How many pitches? Nick, how many pitches should a pitcher keep in their repertoire, and which ones would you keep in your repertoire?
As many as you can master.
Yeah. What are you asking me for? How many did I throw?
No. I'm just saying, like in general, like what is this year's Cy Young winner? What does he have in his repertoire? 3 or 4 pitches?
So you're gonna okay. So this is an interesting question. With developing baseball science, you can basically say every pitch is a little bit different, right? So you have sinking fastballs, running fastballs, forcing fastballs, whatever. A pitcher should have in his repertoire a four-seam fastball, a tailing fastball. So four-seam, remember, four-seam is your fastest pitch. It just goes. Your two-seam fastball is a little bit slower. It tails, right? You should have a changeup, which is a pitch that drops down, or basically a pitch that drops away. And you should have one of two or two of pitches that move across the plate and down the strike zone, right? Sliders and curveballs. So you should generally have 5 pitches that you can throw. If you're looking at a prospect, he needs to have the changeup is one of the hardest pitches to develop. So he should have a good fastball and some sort of elite breaking stuff. One of the two you're looking at for elite prospects. Either he has elite breaking stuff and a good fastball, or he has an elite fastball and good breaking stuff, and you can develop a changeup.
Using your hand, show us a changeup.
Oh man, dude, I don't have a baseball around here. Hold on.
No, how does it move across the zone?
So changeup for me, when I throw changeup, I throw my changeup here and I bend my wrist down. So when the changeup is coming into a right-handed batter, the changeup will drop like that.
Away
from right-handed batter. Right? When I throw my curveball as a left-handed pitcher, the curveball is cutting in to a right-handed batter. Right?
Okay.
Or sorry, the slider is breaking towards a right-handed batter. Mm-hmm. Right? Curveball is dropping down. Mm-hmm. My two-seam fastball is running away from a right-handed batter. So for the right-handed pitcher, reverse what I just said. And then you can throw a bunch of different other pitches. The sinker has become a new pitch, right? Sinker breaks in So if I'm a lefty, it's breaking into a right-handed batter. Righties, the sinker is so effective because the sinker is breaking away from a right-handed batter.
Okay. I'm not a fan of the sinker, by the way.
You have slur. I'm not a fan of the sinker either. Develop breaking a fast slider or a good fastball that rises.
Yeah, pick any of the other pitches that would be much better.
A sinker is just a fastball you hit on the ground. Just throw a low fastball.
All right. Yeah. So back to the original question. You're in the majors. Are you trying to throw 100 miles an hour with 80% accuracy, or are you trying to throw 80 miles an hour but have that 100% accuracy?
Jermaine, I'm going to let you take this one first.
I mean, bro, the obvious answer is 100 with 80. You're telling me 4 out of every 5 pitches is 100 miles per hour with accuracy? I'm the greatest pitcher of all time. So give me 100 miles per hour with 80% accuracy. Now, 80 miles per hour with 100% accuracy sounds terrifying to me because hitters who are sped up are not expecting the off-speed stuff. But 100 miles, and you're telling me that I'm throwing one ball for every 5 pitches? Like guaranteed ball? I'll take that all day. Which pitch would I want to master? Curveball. Curveball is the best pitch in baseball. I don't care what anyone else has to say. Their opinions are wrong. And which ones would I keep in my repertoire? I like cutters, curveballs. I would go... I would probably bust out Zach Greinke's like 56 mile per hour knuckleball that he fucking throws. I love that thing. And then obviously a four seam fastball and then a sinking fastball. That would be my 5 pitches. So I would also wear fucking glasses and look like a classic 80s baseball player. Shout out MLB The Show.
So before Nick gives us his, I got a question for you. So obviously on your fastball, you want to be as accurate as possible and you want to throw that pitch as hard as you can. You're the top curveball thrower in the league. What's the speed on that?
I actually don't know that. I would say an elite curveball is like 88 to 90. Lower?
I'm curious what Nick would say. Like I thought it would be like 70 something.
So if you have guys, right, you have a really hard throwing the really hard throwing pitchers. So I'm talking 95 and above have elite curveballs because their four seam fastball is about, we'll say anywhere from 95 to 99. Their 2-seam fastball kind of drops a little bit where you're looking at maybe 93 to 96 with tail. Then you throw your slider high 80s to low 90s. You throw your changeup probably mid 80s, high maybe low 90s, depending on what type of, whether you throw a power change or you throw a change that breaks more. What makes these guys like Clayton Kershaw so elite is that Clayton Kershaw can hit you in a bat with a 93 mile per hour fastball, a 93 mile per hour fastball, and then a 69 mile per hour curveball. There's no way you're accounting for that 24 mile per hour difference. When you just got blanked, like if you go up there and you're like, okay, I'm sitting fastball, and you get the first fastball, maybe it's not a zone you're looking for, strike. You're like, okay, I'll put it away. Maybe Clayton then throws like a high fastball that you don't want because it's not in your zone, strike 2. Now, okay, I'm ready, and he throws you a knee buckler like that, and that 12-6 action that Kershaw has, it's impossible to hit. What makes a curveball efficient is like Jamie Moyer doesn't have a good curveball, right? Guys that throw like I didn't have an elite curveball, right? Because it wasn't any different, right? My strength was in Greg Maddux. That was my game. I could locate outside of the zone, and I could work ends of the zone, and I could work down. That was what I was good at. I'm not going to throw a fastball that you're going to be like, oh shit, and then throw a curveball that you're like, it's not going to get you. So I was good at location. But elite pitchers are good because they throw 93 to 99, and then they throw a curveball that's like 75 and below.
Yeah.
So it's like a difference in almost 20 miles per hour.
That's what I was saying. Nick said it much more eloquently, but bro, if I'm gassing you up with 100 and I'm hitting you with 70, okay, the same at bat, your fucking eyeballs are going to be able to keep up with that? No, because your eyes are sped up. You're already expecting that high heat, and then you fucking get caught swinging.
So here's the thing, right? Jermaine with 100-mile-per-hour fastball will make it to the majors. The thing that fails a lot of people is they fail to develop secondary pitches. Sadly enough, in this era of baseball, everybody throws fast. You need to be able to have other stuff.
It's commonplace now to be 95 plus.
And that's why you see guys maybe in the 4th or 5th years of their career will make these huge jumps, or guys go to a new team. It's just like quarterbacks going to a new team, and you see a quarterback accelerate his career to the next level, but on an even better scale, because you have pitching coaches that will just stay with an organization for years, like 20-year pitching coaches who are just whisperers to these pitchers, right? R.A. Dickey tried to play, R.A. Dickey was on the Hall of Fame ballot this year, tried to be a normal hard-throwing guy, then got taught to throw a knuckleball and revitalized his career. Tim Wakefield, same thing.
Bartolo.
I mean, yeah.
Bartolo did the same thing. Shout out Bartolo, by the way, for the being on the 2024 Hall of Fame list, by the way. First time eligible ball players, by the way.
Dropped off.
Jose Batista, Adrian Beltre.
Jose Batista needs to be in the Hall for the coldest bat flip of all time.
Adrian Beltre. Man, is Beltre a first ballot? Anyways, yeah. I think he might be, bro. Bartolo Colon, Adrian Gonzalez, Matt Holliday, Jim Johnson, Victor Martinez, Joe Mauer, probably also for first ballot. Brandon Phillips, Jose Reyes, James Shields, Chase Utley, David Wright, and Brad Ziegler.
I'm abstaining for the next 10 years. I abstain from opinions. Every single person you named, in my opinion, is a Hall of Famer. Because I grew up with these guys.
Yeah, 100%.
To answer your question, Eric, the average strike percentage of MLB pitchers is 62%. Top end pitchers will throw 3 out of 4 pitches for strikes.
Now, does the type of pitcher you are, like if you're a whole game starter, do you have to have a deeper repertoire? If you're just a closer, you have to have a different type of repertoire.
100%. So here's what I'm talking about, right? You can classify pitches. If you're, this is what I love about MLB The Show, right? And in recent years they've updated a little bit, but MLB The Show has 4 buttons plus maybe 2 more, right? You can throw a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a changeup, some sort of breaking pitch, and then some sort of crazy pitch. The thing that makes baseball starting pitchers elite is Trevor Bauer may throw a 4-seam fastball, and he may throw it, Jermaine, if you want to make the camera big. Bauer may throw it like this, right? Using Bauer as an example. But maybe some guy like Shane Baez throws it like this. And that is a completely different pitch.
Miles different.
So, yeah, both of them throw a 4-seam fastball because they grip it the same and they rip through the ball the same way. And it still spins end over end. Justin Verlander is elite because year over year over year over year, you ask yourself, why did Justin Verlander at over 40 get millions of dollars? Because this man's spin rate is the highest in the game.
Oh, buzzword.
Right? If you have a higher spin rate, the ball doesn't drop. Right?
Buzzword.
Guys who yes, so yeah, your repertoire could be only 4 pitches. Like you could only say, hey, a guy throws a fastball, a slider, a changeup, and a splitter or a sinker or some sort of running fastball. But you look at this guy's movement, and Shane Baez does not look like Aaron Nola, does not look like Garrett Cole, does not look like Max Scherzer. And that's why we applaud dudes that go 270 on the year. Right? Like you are looking at guys that like if you hit 270 in a year, you just faced a Mets rotation that was, like back in the day, it was Matt Harvey, Noah Syndergaard, Max Scherzer. Like you in a 3-game series, you're gonna face
Wheeler.
You're gonna face in a 3-game series, and even when we get to the playoffs, you're gonna face guys that may throw the exact same 4 pitches when you write them down on paper.
Mm-hmm.
Or you classify them in StatCast, right? What you can't classify is maybe Zach Wheeler throws a pitch that rotates 6,500 rotations per minute. And then Scherzer is throwing a slider that breaks 21 inches.
Buzzwords.
Right? Like this is why Rapsodo is such a huge company in baseball. Because they've added these tracking softwares to pitchers that say, hey, you can go from being a mid-level AAA prospect throwing the ball 5,500 rotations per minute on your fastball. But if you get that up 500 rotations per minute to 6,000, well, maybe now you're going to be an elite fastball pitcher. So my answer to you is, I'm going to throw 100 miles per hour, like Jermaine said, throwing 4 of 5 in the strike zone. Because guess what? It only takes 3 pitches to get people out.
Yes.
So you're telling me that against 2 batters, right? If I'm an elite closer, I have to face 3 batters. And you're telling me I can eliminate a batter and 2/3? Okay, so just with my fastball. You know what the pitch I'm developing now is? A 90-mile-per-hour slider. Tell me you're going to hit a slider that moves 25 inches and has a 4-inch drop on it. I faced a guy in high school.
It's moving my dick.
I know you guys have heard this story before, but I faced a guy in high school. My senior year, actually a lot of times in high school because I played against him for 4 years.
Not this story.
A guy named Robbie Ray. I faced Robbie Ray 8 times my senior year. I struck out 8 times. I fouled off 1 pitch in those 8 at-bats. You know why? Because he'd throw a fucking slider in Montgomery County and would end up crossing the plate for a strike. That's hyperbole. It literally looked in the box like Robbie Ray throwing 93 miles per hour as a senior in high school was throwing a slider in the left-handed batter's box to me, a right-handed batter. And it would end on the inside corner as a strike. And he was probably
absolute filth.
And he was probably throwing that slider high
Every
70s,
time.
low 80s, high 70s, low 80s. Now think of like an elite frisbee slider. There's reasons you see clips online of dudes that are like filthiest sliders of 2022.
Yeah.
Because if you're throwing 100 and you have a 90-mile-per-hour slider, and you're locating, here's the thing. I'm going to throw fastball, 2-seam, changeup, splitter, and slider. And you're telling me I can throw all those pitches with 80% accuracy? And my fastball's 100? Get the fuck out of here. I'm making hundreds of millions of dollars.
You know what you're not making, Nick? The Hall of
Fame.
Probably am.
Because Nick would be on that juice, though.
Yeah, because the Hall of Fame rules are
100%.
stupid. First of all, let them all juice in baseball.
Here's the thing, right? You guys decided to not pay your players enough, so they struck in 1995 or 93. 93?
I think it was 93, man.
93.
Whatever. I was back to back for the.
You had a player strike. You had a player strike, right? You decided to not play them enough. Baseball at the time was the sport in America, right?
94, 95.
Right. Was the sport in America. Then you let the NFL take over.
Turn of the century of the 1900s, right? The 20th fucking century. Baseball, golf, and horse racing were the 3 fucking top sports in America.
And guess what happened? 2 of them fucking tanked, and 1 of them fucking kept going.
Yeah.
Right?
Fucking white people ruined that one too, though.
Oh, dude. So I read this online. I think it's one of the funniest stories. So it's this dude that played baseball for the Twins. He said in 1992 he was playing baseball in the Twins locker room, who I believe in 90 and 91 were back-to-back World Series champions. Maybe I'm wrong with that.
The Twins?
The Twins were very good.
I thought it was.
Maybe the Twins won a World Series. No, you're right. It was
When
Joey
did
Carter.
The Canadian team win?
You're right.
It was the Blue Jays, right?
Yeah. No, the
Twins
no.
won in 91.
91. All right. So after 91, the Twins win. They won with a guy named Kirby Puckett. Kirby Puckett got paid a lot of money after 1991, or was getting paid. This guy tweeted out he was a rookie. He was a rookie in 1992, and he got his first MLB check. And after the game, he's sitting there at his locker room stall, and he's looking at his first MLB check, and obviously he's very proud of it, and he deserves to be very proud of it, right? Only a couple members of only a couple, like a minute percentage of the population gets to be MLB ball players, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Kirby Puckett walks by, and he goes, "What are you holding there? Is that your MLB check?" And the guy goes, "Yeah." He very proudly shows it to Kirby Puckett. Kirby Puckett takes a wad of cash out of his pocket. This is in the locker room, right? This is not in a club. This is in the locker room. Kirby Puckett takes a wad of cash out and goes, "Want me to cash that check for you right here?" And it is one of the greatest stories I have ever heard from a baseball locker room.
I hope he said yes, bro.
I would say yes.
I would say yes, bro. I'll sign this bad boy over to you.
Fuck yeah.
No, so the Toronto Blue Jays won in 92, 93.
Right. That was the Joe Carter walk-off.
Yeah. I was trying to I was like, I know the Canada team won somewhere in there. I was concerned that it was the Expos for a little bit, but the Expos didn't win shit, and then they dipped.
So, Eric, here's my – I like the question because it's kept us talking for almost half an hour. Here's my problem with the question, though. The question was invented by people who don't know baseball. The average MLB pitcher throws 94 miles per hour and throws 65% of strikes the entire, at a time.
Yeah, well, this is Eric's question, though.
Right, I know. But I've also seen it floating around the internet.
Oh, really? So this is on the internet.
Yes.
It's not a debate. It's 180.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the question is, do you want to be an elite MLB pitcher who gets paid hundreds of millions of dollars, or the best Sunday men's league player ever?
Or a fucking rotational bullpen guy, right? Because you're still throwing 80 miles per hour with 100% accuracy. You could eat up some innings.
The question is, do you want to be a Rucker Park legend or an NBA superstar? That's the question, basically. Yeah, people in your town are going to talk about this guy that they played Sunday league baseball with who chucked 80 and never missed the strike zone. But who gives a fuck? Because you're going to be on fucking ESPN Sunday Night Baseball coming in to enter the Sandman, right? I'm not going to be a starting pitcher. Absolutely not. I don't want.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Right. I'm throwing friggin' 100 miles per hour. My elbow's going to explode if I'm a starting pitcher. I'm coming in Mariano Rivera style and throwing to 9 batters. Or throwing to 3 batters with 9 pitches and I'm done.
You would rather be a closer than a starter?
100%.
No, I don't. I love closers too, man. I love closers, but and this comes strictly from you have never been on a baseball team. And I would much rather want to be a closer than a starting pitcher. I've been a starting pitcher, and I would much rather be a closer. I would prefer the opportunity to throw a perfect game than to save the fucking game. I really would. Absolutely, because a perfect game means you were the only motherfucker on. That means you were the only dude who came to the fucking park and balled. Everyone else just kind of did something, bro.
Tell that to who was playing? Oh, dude, my buddy Mac's gonna kill me for this. The dude that saved Mark Burley's perfect game when he made like the home run rob when Burley was with the White Sox.
All right, so he made a play the whole game. I hope you did. You've been standing around all night, bro. Like, no chance. There are very few positions in sports.
Now you're itching my love for starting pitchers. Like if I can go after Kerry Wood's 20 strikeouts, like
bro, that's what I'm saying. If I could retire 27, bro. Come on, like I love Rivera. I love Rivera to fucking death. Closers are the fucking shit because when they come on and that sense of dread fills you, because a good closer instills a sense of dread, right? It absolutely does. But, bro, the fact that you can open the game and tell another side you're not doing a single thing for 9 innings, that's a special feeling.
My thing is that I always want someone to know I'm there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as a starting pitcher, you know who you're going to face, right? But let's say this. Look at this scenario. If we're playing a best of 7 series, they know they only have to face Jermaine twice, maybe 3 times if we get to game 7. Right?
Yeah, if I come in relief or some fucking shenanigans.
But they know game 1, we might lose game 1. But guess what? 2, 3, 4, we probably have a chance to win. And if we split those, it's 2-2. We got to face Jermaine again. Okay, whatever, right? In a 7-game series, if you're telling me you have to face Jermaine, the 100-mile-per-hour closer, and you know that if you're down in the playoffs in the 8th or 9th inning, that he is this dark shadow dwelling in the bullpen, you're gonna that impacts managers' moves in like the 4th, 5th, and 6th inning. That can win you the game. I can work around a starting pitcher. I can't work around a good closer.
I mean, you can barely work around a good starting pitcher, bro.
Right, but what I'm saying is I'll lose game 1 if I can win 2, 3, 4. To face you in 5, okay, we lose 5. It's a 3-2 series now. You ain't pitching 6.
I'm good with that, bro. If my team loses because I went out and skunked two of 7 games, I'm good with that, bro. I would rather win, but
I want to have, and maybe this is selfish, but I've been a starting pitcher before. And as a relief pitcher, I feel like it would just be like you would go in, like baseball is about confidence. And if the manager is pulling the starter in the 5th inning to get a pinch hitter on because they know they need runs, so they're not facing you in the 8th, dude, my dick is going to be fucking... I'm going to come in there with I'm going to be pitching on air. Like, I'm chucking sunflower seeds. And sunflower seeds are going 100 miles per hour.
I don't know. It's a fascinating question. I love how we took communion with Ian, just made a whole nother communion with Ian. Would you rather be a starter or a closer? There is no wrong answer.
Yeah, first of all, if I'm in the MLB and I'm throwing 100 miles per hour...
that's it. Check the box. Play me where you want, coach. Right. Like, I got you. Right. But, Eric, you said you have another question?
Yeah. So, and I'm only asking this because it's everything's kind of been shaken up in college basketball this season. So, in the coaches poll, the top 25, we only have 4 blue bloods in the top 25. The highest of which is Arizona at 6, UCLA at 8, Kansas at 9, and we have UConn all the way down at 19. So, me and Jermaine were talking about this, and I want to ask Nick this. Since 1990, Nick, do you know how many teams outside of the Blue Bloods have won an NCAA title?
4.
4? Oh, I thought you were going to say a higher number. It's actually 7.
Yeah, not shocking. Yeah.
So, this year, with a very low presence of blue bloods in the top 25, do you think we get a non-blue blood program, or does Duke or Kansas or one of these schools pull it off?
So the first thing that I had 2 thoughts when you were talking through this. The first thing I thought is we've seen this coming, right? We've talked about it for the last 5 years in the NCAA tournament. Oh, how is UNBC beating Virginia? A 16 has never beaten a 1 seed. We've seen this development in all sports, where the gap between the true powerhouses and these mid-major, right? Because I'm using college basketball, and these mid-level schools has shrank so much because if you have a good training program and you have a kid that's athletic, he's going to go there and he's going to ball out, right? That's just going to happen. Is this the year that we see a blue blood win? No. UNC was number 8 last year, and they made it to the final. Blue bloods are blue bloods because when it comes turning time, something activates in their blood, don't mind the pun, that they just are like, who cares about regular season? If you make I feel like these blue bloods are like, look, we have the talent. We have the 5 stars. We have the 4 stars. We have the ESPN top 100 guys. If we make the tournament, we'll be all right. Because this is just AAU ball. This is just weekend tournament ball. The regular season is a grind. Don't get hurt because the tournament is where we need to be. Right? I mentioned pre-show to switch sports, but I mentioned pre-show. The Avs just now got healthy, right? They just now got into a playoff spot. But you know what? Chew fucking chew. Here come the healthy Avs.
So like, what you're saying is...
It's the same for Blue Bloods. Like, yeah, we're not playing well, fine.
So what you're saying is the Blue Bloods have that proverbial switch that they hit when a tournament comes?
I just think it's talent, right? College basketball is, can you take a guy that was good his senior year of high school, and can he still be good 6 months later? Yes. Okay. Because then he's going to the NBA anyway.
So this trend of blue bloods dominating, this is just going to continue?
Yeah, of course. In the tournament, yeah, because you are playing kids that played that have played against elite level talent in big situations for their for basically since they were what? 6 years old now?
It's pretty young.
5, 6, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like it's AAU ball is crazy, and we don't need to get into how AAU ball is widening the gap between people. But in the regular season, yeah, and sometimes in the tournament, you're going to see blue bloods that don't lose knocked off by people.
Yeah,
but I still think you like what's the bracket prediction? Like every year, you pick 2 number 1s to be in your Final Four. That's because when it comes tournament time, whatever we want to say, training, 5-star, conditioning, there are at least 50% blue blood schools in the Final Four.
Oh, almost always. It's very rare to not see it.
And if I'm 2 of 4 or 1 of 4 as a blue blood in the final, you just got to be like, hey, guys, biggest moment of your life here. You don't even need a coach at that point. You should be like, hey, go play basketball.
Hey, let's go win too.
Right.
Also, what we failed to mention, right? The most important part of college basketball, right, is your head coach, right? There is a reason why in college basketball, you know the names John Calipari, Mike Krzyzewski, Coach K.
Coors Light got in the way of that.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Shout out to Coors Light.
Shout out Coors Light, official sponsor of the podcast. Tom Izzo, you know, like
Bill Self, Calipari.
Bro, Bill Self.
Right, yeah.
I already said Calipari. I said all those. I got distracted by Coach K. But fucking your boy at UNC. What was his name?
Roy Williams.
Roy Williams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
I almost said Dean. I was like, bro, I wasn't even alive for that. What am I?
Dean Martin.
Coach Dean.
Dean Martin, great singer.
But yeah, no.
Eric,
the reason
what was his name? Dean what?
Dean Smith. No. Hold on. Why am I spacing out? Hold on.
By the way, folks, this is your UNC fan here.
No. Hold on. You got me all flustered right now.
He wasn't on the Walmart shirt. That's why. Walmart doesn't sell Dean Smith gear.
Yo, you stupid mother! Double down. You had it right. Why are you second guessing yourself?
Because he got in my head, dude. I was like, wait, did I fuck this up?
Before he said anything, you already got in your own head. You said, wait, hold on, before Nick even said anything.
I'm not questioning it. I got nervous. I was like, fuck, did I fuck up?
Bro, you're
Greatest
proving
coach?
us. You're proving us right. You need to get your UNC shit together. We give you so much shit. You cannot slip up like that, bro.
I don't
You
give
can't
a
slip
shit,
up
bro.
like that.
I
Eric,
don't
tell
give
the
a
people
shit.
how good of a time you had at NC State.
Eric
It was
had such
cool.
a good time. He doesn't remember this because he was blackout drunk. He goes, "Yo, I don't even fuck with UNC."
I said that.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
No, it was a good time though. No, but yeah, the only reason I asked is because I was actually shocked by the number. Like me and Jermaine talked about it the other day, and he was like, "Dude, Blue Bloods win every year," and I was like, "No, Baylor just won." And he's like, "Who else?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
A
yeah, the Blue
number
Bloods
8
always
UNC.
win."
A number
Yeah.
8 UNC made the finals last year.
Bro, Eric and I were having this discussion, right? And he was talking about how like, oh, everyone sucks now. We're gonna see all. I was just like, I casually made the point, and he to the point where he hit Baylor right off the bat because it's fresh, right? And then he sat there and was just like, hold on. And so he pulled up the list like he was gonna prove me wrong. And then he was going through the list, and like he would casually look up after 5 names, just like, oh fuck. I'm like, bro, like the NCAA tournament is only awesome the first weekend. After that, it's pretty much chalk for the most part.
But then the flip side of it, that's why we love the NCAA tournament so much.
I
is that
agree. I love it,
When
yeah.
a team when a team that isn't a blue blood goes, you're like, this is the greatest story ever.
Exactly. Yeah, bro. Like we were talking about it. I was just like, bro, it fucking blows your mind, doesn't it? Because every year you think it's a wide open race, and then we end up with a Coach K or a Roy Williams or a Tom Izzo or a Calipari holding the fucking trophy, and it was almost like nothing else fucking mattered because you just bet the Blue Bloods and you're good to go. But, all right, that being said, gun to your head right now, January 24th, 8:03 Pacific date time. Eric, Blue Bloods or the field to win it all this year?
Blue Bloods.
You're taking Blue Bloods. Nick,
Yeah.
Blue Bloods or the field?
Blue bloods, and I'll go further. Kansas.
I was gonna pick Kansas too, but let me bring this up really quickly. So the definition of blue blood actually changed to where they added 2 programs to it.
Villanova was one of them.
Villanova was one of them. Can you guess the other one from the original ones?
Let's see. Who's continually in the...
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga. They added
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga to the blue
Yeah.
bloods. Yeah. Even though they haven't won a championship, they've been moved up.
Yeah, but they are literally consistently great, which I know Nick doesn't like fucking regular season for whatever fucking reason, but that shit matters, bro. Being consistently great is difficult. You have to show up and win 27 plus games yearly. Like you don't, first of all, if I'm playing any game, I'm trying to win. Like, I don't understand why people say regular season doesn't matter. I don't want to fucking lose, especially to that fucking bitch-ass hoe across from me, bro. He about to get the business and then some. 2-piece of soda, fucking family meal, sides, extra sides, large sides, biscuits, honey, salsa, hot sauce.
What restaurant are we at?
So,
Who's serving
Jermaine,
biscuits, honey, and salsa?
Popeyes,
I'm gonna give
bro.
you-
And a
I'm gonna give you-
two-piece?
Popeyes. That was all Popeye stuff.
I'm gonna give you three schools: Louisville, Michigan, and Michigan State. Blue blood or not?
No.
In my opinion, Michigan State is.
Oh, I guess Tom Izzo. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Michigan State is.
Okay.
I mean, Michigan has a track record of being fantastic.
Okay.
So I'll say Michigan as well. And also, Rick Pitino was at Louisville. So I'm going to go and say yes.
So with that theory, which I agree with, because you have to just look at the history of the programs and they're regularly good. It took a couple fall offs, but with that theory, there's only 4 teams, like Nick said, that aren't blue blood that have won a championship. So Florida, Virginia, Baylor, and what was the other
Damn,
one?
bro. You had to be ready. You were.
I'd even argue that Virginia is almost like teetering at this point.
And UNLV in 1990. So starting that 30-year
that's
stretch,
the
UNLV, Virginia, Baylor. I just had it. Who was the other school?
Well, let's not forget, who did UNLV beat?
Oh, I don't know that.
Florida, Baylor, UVA, and UNLV. Who did UNLV beat like a?
I thought they beat Houston.
I'll tell you real quick.
Houston.
UNLV beat Duke in 1990. And then Arkansas was the other school. Arkansas beat Duke, god damn, in 1994. Arizona, Connecticut. Oh, sorry. Syracuse was the other school. Syracuse beat Kansas, so they beat a blue blood.
Syracuse is a blue blood, in my opinion, though.
Yeah, Jim Bohan.
No, not on the list, but
What? Can you read us the list of blue bloods, por favor?
can you keep track? Because I'm just gonna go. I'm not gonna. So it's Kansas, Villanova, North Carolina, Duke, Connecticut, Louisville, Kentucky, Michigan State.
I was like, aren't you looking?
Arizona, Michigan State, Arizona, Michigan, and did I say Louisville?
Yeah.
And UCLA.
All right, so I have Kansas, Villanova, UNC, Duke, UConn, Louisville, Kentucky, Michigan State, Arizona, Michigan, and UCLA.
One of those shouldn't be in there because
No Indiana, huh?
No.
Old school Indiana, yes. Kansas, Villanova, UNC, Duke, UConn. That's 5.
Yeah.
Louisville, Kentucky, Michigan State, Arizona, Michigan, and UCLA.
That's 11. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, Villanova is one of the schools that got put into the Blue Bloods recently, but not of the original Blue Bloods for some reason.
Well,
But
they weren't good until.
Or maybe there just is 11 Blue Bloods. Does it have to be an even number?
No, it does not.
All right, then it's 11 Blue Bloods. I don't know why I was getting hung up on that. Like it had to be an even number.
Wait, you weren't reading that from a list?
I can pull up the other article I have. Yeah, let me pull up
What's the official Blue Bloods list? Is what we're trying.
Eric just off his head was like, these are the teams I think.
Eric gave us his Blue Bloods.
Welcome to my list.
That's football.
Hey, I fuck with the energy, bro. He was confident. He just read that bitch off.
Dude,
no
he even
problem.
like read the screen like he was looking at something. He was like,
Yo, he sold us, bro. He played us,
Michigan?
bro.
Kentucky, Villanova, Duke, North Carolina, and Indiana were the 6 original Blue Bloods.
okay.
That was started in. They started that term in 1984. Is when they started the term. Since then, it's grown.
Isn't that when the tourney expanded?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why the term Blue Blood started.
Okay.
Okay, so now the Blue Bloods include UNC, Duke, Kansas, Kentucky, UCLA, Louisville, Michigan, Michigan State, Villanova.
How is UCLA not included in the original Blue Blood?
Bro, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, that is weird. Didn't they win
UCLA
like
since
6?
1984.
Did they win 6 or 9? How many did they win in a row?
A lot.
I'll go look that up.
A lot. Jermaine's dropped off. All right, read them again. And what 4 are in the top 25 now?
Kansas, Villanova, UConn, and UCLA.
Bro, I've
Oh, the
done
4
such a
and
bad job. Like I was saying pre-show, I've done such a bad job at paying attention to NCAA this year.
Yeah, dude, it's been hard. North Carolina sucks balls.
Yeah,
Texas.
well, I mean that's just an every year thing, though. That's not shocking, no.
What? That North Carolina sucks balls?
Sucking balls? That's not shocking.
Well, they have a whole bunch of trophies.
I mean, being good at sucking balls is not being good, and sucking balls are not like they're not a bad thing, Eric, right? Are you saying that being good and sucking balls is a bad thing?
I mean, it depends on the situation.
For the tens and tens of listeners?
All right, let me get this right.
Wait, so how did UCLA, who hasn't done shit since 1984, not get on that original Blue Bloods list?
So the NCAA only recognizes 6 programs as blue bloods: Duke, UCLA, Kentucky, North Carolina, Kansas, Indiana. The rest of
How is UCLA not on there?
No, it is. Wait, no. Yeah, Duke, UCLA, Kentucky, North Carolina, Kansas, and Indiana. That's what the NCAA acknowledges as blue bloods.
So where are we getting all where are we getting all this other BS from?
From CBS and Fox Sports and stuff, where I guess they're trying to add programs in.
Right.
But outside of those, they've added in Louisville, Michigan, Michigan State. Yeah. Louisville, Michigan, Michigan State, Villanova.
So
it is 10.
Jermaine, so tell Jermaine what you just said. Officially, the Blue Bloods are.
So the NCAA officially recognizes blue bloods as Duke, UCLA, Kentucky, North Carolina, Kansas, and Indiana. That's what the NCAA officially recognizes.
That's only 7.
Yeah. The rest have been added
6.
by
That's 6.
The rest have been added by college basketball.
No, you just said 7.
Duke, UCLA, Kentucky, North Carolina, Kansas, Indiana. That's what the NCAA recognizes as blue blood programs.
Okay.
Now, what has been added with their history is Louisville, Villanova, Michigan, Michigan State.
So no Arizona.
No Arizona.
No UConn.
No UConn.
No Gonzaga.
No Gonzaga.
Well, yeah, I didn't think. I only picked Gonzaga because it was said 2 new people were added. Who manages this blue blood list? Can we remove people?
So I guess the official blue blood list will never change as what it looks like from the NCAA is. This is the 6 programs that originated and made college basketball what it is. Other outside sources have made their own list, including those, adding more, and for some reason everybody takes off Indiana.
Well, when's the last time Indiana did anything?
Not since before the 80s.
Yeah. That's why I was saying, can we change this list?
Yeah,
Indiana ain't it.
UCLA's off too, right?
I mean, they were just in a couple.
UCLA is good right now. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Nah, they've been good the last couple of years, but
they were good in the 2000s as well.
Well, they had a fucking staple of a coach for a long fucking time, and they just had a couple years where they were figuring out who the next guy was going to be.
A couple.
I don't know. I don't know. They're blue bloods. I agree with you guys. They were good in the early 2000s, and they're good again now. And they're good in the 70s.
If you're good once a decade, you're a blue blood, in my opinion. Indiana hasn't been good in 2 decades.
Longer.
I mean, I agree. I agree, but I think the same thing about UCLA.
Bro, UCLA was just in the Final Four.
Let's see here. All right, keep talking.
I think we've gotten delayed. So today's episode, we were supposed to talk about
a lot of stuff.
The NFL Conference Championships. Do we want to keep pushing with this college basketball?
I just found a cool article on.
God damn it! I almost found something that proved my point, but I scrolled to the end.
I have this thing here pulled up. It's what makes college basketball. What makes a college basketball blue blood? But I'm going to save this for another episode because this is really cool. It has like in-depth stuff.
Well, why don't you just do it now?
No, because
it's going to be a while. That's
going to be like a 30-minute conversation.
Listen, UCLA has only been in the past 20 years. They've only been a 4 or above seed 6 times. That's not sustained success.
So I'll give you
regular
UCLA.
Season don't matter, Nick. Who cares?
Regular season don't matter.
I'm not going to jump into the whole thing, but I'll give you how UCLA's resume stacks.
No. Save this.
Right, cool.
Bookmark the article. We've had a fun secondary communion with E. Let's not get a third communion with E. We still got some topics to go.
Hey, listen, I'm already too. Look at how much wine I've been drinking. That's too much communion.
We've got your blood, your Holy Spirit, and the body. Let's keep it pushing.
I ate the vanilla wafer twice.
I mean, we're at the back end of what we need to do here. So I'm going to share my screen. I'll pull up the picks, and then we'll go over the games, get some picks from you guys. All right?
Okay, do head-to-head first, please.
You want to do head-to-head first? Cool. All right.
Let's
so
recap
let me
because
share that.
and then we're gonna get in because we already did the divisional.
All right. So share screen. I'm gonna share this one. Can you
Bro,
guys see?
this 90s Zubas hat is just outstanding, bro.
I know, Nick. It's gonna get bigger.
Do you see this hat, Nick?
More?
Can you see?
Zubas hat?
A little bit bigger.
Don't do it, Eric. God damn it.
Less. One
All right.
less.
So
People at home, Eric. Think about the people at home. One less.
No.
Buy a bigger screen, bitches.
No,
All right.
no. It's good.
So last week, Jermaine had the Dallas San Francisco over 46. That did not hit, bringing him to 1-1 on the season. Nicholas took San Francisco minus 3.5. I mean, that was free money. That brings him to 1-0-1 since he started with a draw.
Yo, don't say that was free money. That was a little scary. That was scary until like halfway through.
That was free money.
Bro, Dallas
weren't
was
even
dog
sweating
shit
it,
all
dude.
game.
Yeah,
You weren't
and
even sweating it. You were already counting that money in your account or your account on the website.
Brett
or whatever.
Maher missed an extra point.
he's 100% cut, right?
Yes, he should have been cut before the game. He hit 2 field goals, and that's the only reason the Cowboys were in the game, bro.
Is it lucky that he got blocked? And because we all knew that was going
Yeah,
left.
because it was going wide. You heard Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen was like, yo, this thing was 10 yards left.
Nah, it would have missed no matter what, is what Greggy was pointing out, bro.
Did you hear what Greg Olsen said? He said that block may have just saved Brett Maher's career.
Brett
it was
Maher.
going left.
Brett Maher, yeah. Because he was going to miss it.
Absolutely was, bro. Dallas
then,
is stupid for keeping him. I don't know what they were fucking thinking. I ain't playing no games. You missed me 4 extra points in a playoff game.
Fined.
You're out. You're gone.
You're what, Jermaine? What are you?
Fined and cut in that
Fined and
order.
cut. I'm finding you with that game check, and then you're gone.
It's a milli times every extra point missed.
Charging the kicker $4 million.
That's his whole salary if he's a good kicker.
And then cutting him, bro.
And then when he pays you, you cut him.
Oh, all right. Can you make it a little bigger, Eric?
Do you need me to?
I'm just looking at full screen. I was like, we got plenty. We don't need this bet slip over here. We got plenty
Yo,
of
it's like the
space.
German Bundesliga. Let's see what odds we can get.
There you go. That looks good to me.
Yeah.
All right. And then I took Jacksonville money line, bringing me to 0-2-0 in the season. So that's
All
what
right.
to do here.
So that's the head-to-head. All right, drive us through the games. Paint a picture for us. Tell us what seeds they are. Tell us how good they are. Tell us their records. Tell us who the stars are. Just prognosticate on this fucking podcast.
Why should I
for
take
us,
these
bro.
picks, Eric?
So I'm going to do what I
Why
always
should the
do.
people at home take these picks.
I'm going to read these, and then I'm going to let y'all do that. So the first game on Sunday, January 29th. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to start.
Hold. Time out. For those of you listening at home, we are now accepting applications for executive producers.
Yeah.
Please. I will review all applications and let you know when you're hired. San Francisco's heading into Philly. Good luck. San Francisco's 2.5-point dogs. The over-under is 46. San Francisco money line plus 125. Philadelphia minus 145. Before you guys get into this, we have the 2 best defenses in football. Probably the 2 best offenses in football. What do you guys got?
Dude, you just stopped talking. After
you
that.
were like,
I was gonna say something, but
sentences.
I'm trying to stay humble, man. Like I remember that 2018 run we had, and I was humble all the way through. I'm gonna keep that energy.
Will you do me a favor though? From now on,
Yeah.
bro, read the favorite first. I don't know what's up with this dog going. Like, nah, dude,
I just read in order.
No, but you said 49ers plus 2.5. They're the dog. I don't want the dog. Give me the fucking favorite. Always. Favorites always.
All right.
This couldn't have been a post. This couldn't have been a post-show conversation. You have to embarrass me on national. No, I'm just kidding.
Embarrass you? You read it properly. Like, you didn't say nothing stupid or
The
nothing.
only reason this is national is because we go coast to coast.
Yeah, this is a
regional podcast at best.
This is an international podcast.
This is an international podcast.
Bet. All right.
Spain, the Philippines, Bahrain.
Bahrain.
Nick,
All
we got
right,
any Nuggets?
Knicks Nuggets, all right? Knicks Nuggets. These teams played each other in the regular season last in September of 2021. Sorry, I'm also petting a dog at the same time. So if you see my hands doing weird stuff, there's a dog right here, right? See the dog?
Yeah, we believe you.
All right, September 21. These teams played.
That's what he calls his dick. He just showed everyone his dick.
Geez. Yeah, I'm not going to be the one that cancels this. That's going to be Eric. All right, last game played between these two teams was September 2021 in Philadelphia. The 49ers won that game 17-11. They have played one time in the playoffs. The 1996 NFC wildcard. San Francisco won that game 14-0. Since Philadelphia played on Saturday, they have the rest advantage. Since 2019, Philadelphia with the rest advantage, 4-5 straight up, 3-5-1 against the spread. San Francisco with a rest disadvantage since 2019, 11-1 straight up,
good.
10-1-1 against the spread. To that point, what do we say? Knicks Nuggets in the playoffs with
turnover
a line
differential
less than 7 points. You want to take a team with a 2+ turnover edge. In the regular season and the playoffs combined, Philadelphia has a turnover advantage of +8. San Francisco has a turnover edge of +13. That gives the 49ers a +5 advantage. I would like to take San Francisco +2.5 and the +125 money line.
What is that turnover differential hit at? It was 75%, wasn't it?
What do you mean?
The Knicks Nugget, the turnover differential. If you have 2 or more, what's the hit rate?
So far it's 100% in the playoffs.
No, before that, the reason why it became a Knicks Nugget. What is it hitting at?
Its overall hit is around like 72% right now.
Holy fuck.
It's a good nugget. It's a golden nugget because it's reserved for the playoffs only.
That sucks for Philly fans.
Yeah. Eric, and just know as I bet this 2.5 and this money line, I'm saddened.
Yeah.
I'm sad for you.
Want to put a jersey on this? That not only will San Francisco not cover, it'll be a bludgeoning.
Well,
You're not walking into the link thinking you're gonna get a W.
Hold on. How many points are we defining a bludgeoning at?
Philadelphia will win by 10+ points.
Okay, I'll take that bet. Jersey bet?
No. You can't do a 10-point spread for the Jersey bet.
That's what Eric thinks. Well, I'm just making the bet.
All right, bro. My bad, Nick. You're right. I'm in the way.
Listen, I'm not forcing this, am I?
You're right. That's why I backed out. I said you're right.
Eric, if Philly wins by 10 or more points, I will buy you whatever jersey at whatever time of your choosing. By the way, keep talking. I'll be back with my most recent jersey bet winner in 1 second.
Cool. I'm going to add a caveat to this bet, too. Loser has to go to the actual stadium of said team and buy the ticket from there.
Buy what ticket?
Or buy the jersey from there.
Oh.
So if I want a Chelsea jersey, he has to fly to London and get me a Chelsea jersey
from
Stamford Bridge.
Oh, yeah.
You heard the caveat, Nick?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Put the jersey on. It's a fucking shirt, you animal.
Get ready, ladies.
Oh, no. Free the tatas.
I support breast cancer.
Yo, I used to love that saying.
You support breast cancer or breast cancer awareness?
Yeah, I guess whichever one is the not going to get us canceled one.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm pro breast cancer, bro. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't be angry when I support Mongolia's top tier taco.
No, we're not adding that caveat in. I just always wanted to do
now
that.
We're not
No.
adding it.
No, like it's not that
I'd be a fan of fucking Kamchatka United.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up in fucking Syria or something. Do they even have sports in Syria?
Well, that's the bet.
How about this? I know you've settled on a jersey bet, but how about this? If Philadelphia wins, Nick,
okay,
you buy Eric a ticket to the Super Bowl. Nosebleeds. Cheapest available.
Bro, that's a lot of money.
If San Francisco wins, Eric buys you a ticket to the Super Bowl.
Why would he go to
nosebleeds?
I don't want to go to the Super Bowl though.
If you win a ticket to the Super Bowl, you want to go. What the fuck are you talking about right now?
No, I told you I only want to go to the Super Bowl if my team is playing. I mean, I'll sell it.
If somebody gives you a free ticket to the Super Bowl, you ain't gonna fucking go?
No, I want to go with my homie.
No, you're out of your mind. I would go. For sure. Hands down. And no hezzy. But all right, I just try to make it interesting. Whack. Y'all make too much money for this, bro.
So what?
I said, y'all make too much money for this. Let's fucking make it interesting. Spicy, bro. Once in a lifetime Super Bowl bet.
I would agree to it.
No, but I don't want. Okay, I am fine with buying Eric a ticket to the Super Bowl, but I want something that I don't want to go to the Super Bowl if it's not my team playing.
All right, what would be comparable?
That's why I don't know.
Hold on, Nick. Let's let Eric talk. Eric, go ahead.
So between your 4 favorite franchises that are stateside,
a Bayern Champions League.
If any of them make it to a championship, until one of them makes it to a championship, I would buy tickets for a Game 5 to the World Series or a Game 5 to the Stanley Cup.
Okay, I don't know why you had to mention World Series first. That's the most unlikely one. First of all, that's man.
But also, Super Bowl tickets
Rockies.
are more expensive.
Yeah, dude. There's no way, dude. There's no way.
I hope they turn it on next year.
Although, dude, if we make this bet, I'm holding it just for like a 2045 Rockies World Series.
Yo, you're gonna be dead. That's your luck, bro. Because it's the fucking Rockies.
They'll have sold the team by then.
No, let's just do a straight jersey bet for this one.
Oh man, I was so close to making it fucking super interesting.
I mean, but the chances of any of Nick's teams making it outside of the Avalanche is really slim to none.
That's what I'm saying. You may never have to.
Eric, I'm sorry. I don't just fucking basket pick all the best teams from around the fucking country.
I don't feel like I have. To be honest with you, I don't feel like I have.
The Boston Red Sox, UNC, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh my God, I don't feel like I have.
I'm surprised you're not a Red Wings fan at this point.
Nah. I'm going for Connor McDavid's team this year, though. Fuck the Flyers. For this season.
Fuck you. Why are you coming to the Western Conference? Jermaine gets a pass. Because before him, one of my best friends was a Blackhawks fan, and the Avs were dog shit.
Yeah.
So I fucking put my wagon behind the fucking Blackhawks when they were winning Stanley Cups.
I'm just rooting for
I have a soft spot in my heart for the Blackhawks. But fuck you. You don't get to come over to the Western Conference and support Connor McDavid. Welcome
I'm doing it.
The NHL. Support the Flyers like a fucking asshole.
I do support the Flyers, but I hope Connor McDavid wins one.
You don't anymore.
All right, how do we get so sidetracked here? Are we doing a jersey bet?
Yes.
All right, so Philly plus 10 or minus 10.
With Jermaine, I want this isn't just jersey bet stakes.
It's a Super Bowl bid, bro. Like this feels bigger than.
Bro, if Philly goes to the Super Bowl, whether Nick pays for it, I have to rob a bank or something. I will be present at this one. I missed the last one.
We already discussed. Yes.
Yeah. I will be present at the Super Bowl.
Yes.
You have to be.
Yeah.
It's our obligation as sports fans.
It's in Phoenix, Nick.
Yo, I'll come out to Phoenix.
That's why I was trying to make this exciting. You see what I was trying to do?
I'll come out to Phoenix. I ain't going to the Super Bowl.
I am. Look, if the Eagles go, I'll be right next to Eric. I told him I'll be wearing this jacket and this hat.
Oh, you guys are going?
You're not. You just said you're not going.
Wait, hold on, Jermaine. If the Eagles don't go,
you are not. You said you're not going. You said you don't want to go.
No,
hold on. You said.
Don't you? Hold on.
You said.
Words back in
you.
How dare you?
I'm a good wife that way.
How dare you use my comments from earlier to justify your argument now?
10 minutes ago.
Don't you know that when I said that, I didn't have all the information? If Eric buys it, are you coming? Eric's not going to buy yours. Are you coming?
Well, I'm going. Eric is buying mine, though.
Eric, are you buying 2 Super Bowl tickets?
I mean, we haven't even price pointed these bitches. Adding a third one to it. Dude,
here's what we'll do.
My giving heart wants to say yes.
Here's what we'll do. We'll agree to it here. Eric will pay for 2. You and I split 1.
All right. Here, the Super Bowl is what? The Super Bowl is in Phoenix on the 12th.
Yeah.
I will fly through Los Angeles on the 10th. Because that's when I get back from a business trip to Australia. So there is a possibility. It sounds like I'm about to tell my company, yo, I'll handle the airfare back.
It sounds like 303 gonna be live at the bowl. You feel? Hey, for that, give me fucking Eagles spread and Eagles money line.
All right, what's the bet now?
I don't even know anymore. I tried to get you guys to bet primetime tickets because it's a Super Bowl, right? It's not just a regular jersey bet. Right. It's not.
What are we looking at, Eric?
But it's your guys' bet. Let's not fucking make my asshole who's not paying anything fucking dictate odds.
All right. Well, so I didn't have all the information. I thought it was just I was just getting a single game ticket that I was going to the Super Bowl. I didn't know that my friends were going to be there with me.
Doesn't this kind of feel like a situation where we should probably just put off a bet and all root for Philly so we can go hang out in Arizona and watch the Eagles win a Super Bowl?
I mean,
because that seems like the ideal.
I would rather see Brock Purdy win a Super Bowl than the Eagles. But
I'm not saying that you want the Eagles to win a Super Bowl. I'm saying
that's cold.
Doesn't it sound like a better option? I'm not afraid of the bet. I'll take the bet for the jersey, but I'm saying, why don't we just all root for Philly to win?
Eric, the jersey is not in question anymore. I want to know how much a nosebleed Super Bowl ticket is, because if it's like $5,000.
No. I was looking at tickets that were like, it came with like it was like a weekend thing where there was like restaurants you can go eat at, and then there was like a little press thingy where you got to like be at where the players are.
Ticket packages,
like a package, and it was $5,000 for decent seats for the whole package. So I don't know what just a nosebleed.
How many tickets is a package?
1 ticket.
1 ticket is $5,000.
That's what
yes, no, but it wasn't nosebleed.
I was like, I don't want a ticket to be $5,000. Then Eric was like, listen to me, 1 ticket is only $5,000.
Time out.
That's what you just said. That's not a package.
It was a package and a lower tier seat. Like it wasn't nosebleed. So I'm assuming nosebleeds is going to be. To be honest with you guys, I think it's going to be like $2.
Yeah, that sounds believable.
Yeah.
Check Google cheapest historical Super Bowl ticket price on average, or Google average Super Bowl ticket. I don't know, man. You know what to do. I don't know the best way to ask that question to Google. You know what I mean?
The cheapest
is
$5,000.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, dude.
Most affordable seats start around $4,600.
Affordable? Did they just say the word affordable?
Yeah.
They just said affordable. I could get a fucking car.
I could invest at 8% a year with $4,600.
Oh, so for the 2023 Super Bowl, it looks like, and this is from NBC Sports, so I don't know but Ticketmaster has officially listed their marketplace of the NFL's lowest Super Bowl ticket at $6,800 this year.
Yeah, but that's 2022. This is 2023.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you've got to be fucking kidding me, man.
Whew.
No, I'm not doing that bad.
Well, that was what last year was who? Rams and Bengals?
Yeah. It was in LA too.
Those are big programs, dude.
Big programs.
Yeah. And it was
Did you say
LA.
hello? What'd you just say aloud? When's the last time the Rams been relevant?
So increase that trigger. Increase.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I heard.
Increase 6,800 by 2.9%.
Inflation?
And you have about $7,000.
Oh, a 7. Oh my god, dude.
You've 7,000. Eric, I'm not betting you a $7,000.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask
Pussy.
you. Listen, that would. And then with inflation, by the time Nick gets to the Super Bowl,
consider a Super Bowl.
14,000.
Consider that a win, you fuckface. You got me to consider, hey, this is how much red wine I've had tonight, by the way.
I almost got you guys to agree to this bet. Dude.
By the way, Miriam Reserve, Syrah.
Gone.
It'll make you consider spending $5,000 to go see a game you don't care about.
I almost got you guys to do it.
Yo, I was thinking how I could rearrange finances.
Oh man!
Sorry, Lily. Guess you don't get to go to college.
Oh, dude, I couldn't resist. I was just trying to see how high I could get you guys to go. You guys almost agreed.
Jersey bet.
You guys almost agreed to that bitch too, bro.
Now a jersey bet seems like $180 seems reasonable. Like that's ultimately what we've agreed to.
Yeah, no, yeah. But
you sure you don't want to do the Super Bowl bet?
like even if I can't,
All right,
eat,
hey, all right.
straight,
So here it is, right? Here it is.
Yeah.
Jersey bet. You have to pick a Big Four U.S., aka U.S. sport.
Yeah.
And you have to fly to that pro shop to buy it, like that stadium shop to buy it. So if I say, hey, Eric, I want the City Connect Rockies jersey,
I gotta go to
you got to fly to Coors Field and buy that shit inside Coors.
All right, but I'm gonna add a caveat to that.
You guys have to go to a game.
We have to go to a game.
Okay,
I'm not just gonna fly to Denver.
Letting Eric go to Coors, not go to a game with him.
That's what he's saying. He's essentially getting you to have to agree to go.
But I'm
to
only
game.
buying the ticket. I'm buying my plane ticket and I'm buying the jersey. We'll split tickets to the game and shit.
Yeah, of course. That's how. Yeah, it's said.
I mean,
Jersey
Colorado
bet.
has this beautiful rooftop that you can just get in for like no. It was closed. It was not open. It was renovating. It was closed for renovations.
Thank you for joining us. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast Room303. I've been your host, Jermaine Mendes. This has been my co-host, Nicholas Moorhan. And as always, we have EP.
Oh, there's more. There's more.
We'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.
He's going to play the music. He's going to play the music. I knew we were coming back. I swear to God, if we drop from 20 listeners to 4 listeners, I'm going to be so pissed. I'm going to check out them Apple Podcast analytics, and I'm going to look at that exact.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So to kind of get through this quickly,
Jermaine, for those of you listening at home, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Nick is a fucking douchebag dummy head. He didn't even know his own goddamn home stadium. And I was just like, yo, what's that?
You call me a douchebag, but then refuse to curse and call me a shithead.
What is that dope-ass bar up there? It's like a rooftop bar. You could see the mountains from it.
There's a lot of honeys, too. All right, Eric. We're officially saying,
mm-hmm.
anywhere in the continental United States,
Excluding Alaska and Hawaii.
Of your 4 sports teams, why I really only have 3, will go to a game, but you buy me a jersey.
Well, whoever loses.
That's what I'm saying. We are saying
Yes.
the person who wins says,
Yes.
we're going to a game.
Yeah.
He's just telling you you're losing, is why
Right.
he
Yeah.
said it that way.
So I'm either going to go to Denver or Carolina, and you're either going to go to Philadelphia or Boston.
Oh, hold on now. I may want a Colorado Avalanche jersey.
Are they not in Denver?
Oh, Denver. Yeah, you're right.
Yo, stop drinking.
It's retardation. Sorry, everybody.
Was that the Colorado Springs Avalanche? Fuck
Yeah,
outta
it
here.
was. Yeah, the guy. Dude, yo, hey, don't shit on Sky Sox games, dude. All my real homies will remember Sky Sox games.
Damn, that felt personal. and hurtful.
Yeah, why did you take a shot at us?
All my
Fuck you.
real homies. will
Hey, go
remember
do
the
a
buzzards.
podcast with your real homies.
Hey,
And you
Jermaine,
do
all
it at
our
the
real homies will
Skybox.
remember the buzzards, bro.
See?
Yes, sir, bro.
See?
Bye, Nick.
I think it's funny, but I don't like this feature because I feel like it's going to happen to me more often than it does anybody else.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Yo, this is just pardon the fucking interruption. I've watched Pardon the Interruption so much that I just sat patiently and waited my turn.
All right, but yes,
It's around the horn when they get muted, by the way.
All around the horn.
I agree with the
The hern? Around the hern?
We're going to push. So Cincinnati is 1.5-point favorites heading into Kansas City.
Eric,
Over unders 46.5. Bengals money line minus 130. Kansas City Chiefs money line plus 110.
All right. So these guys played each other last December. When I say last December, I mean this season in December. In Cincinnati, Cincinnati won this game 27-24. Cincinnati is also 1-0 in their playoff matchups. They played in last year's AFC Championship, in which Cincinnati won the game, Jermaine and Eric.
27-24.
Kansas City, with the rest, since they played on Saturday, they have a rest advantage. Since 2019, Kansas City playing with the rest advantage, 15-4 straight up, 8-1 against the spread.
Wait, hold on. How can you be 15-4 straight up and only 8-1 against the spread?
8-11 is what I meant to say. Jermaine calls me on it. All right, 8-11 against the spread. I've been drinking too much wine tonight. Cincinnati, with the rest disadvantage since 2019, 5-4 straight up, 7-1-1 against the spread.
Okay.
This year, shockingly, KC has a turnover differential of -3, including the playoffs. Cincinnati has a turnover differential of +6, giving Cincinnati a 9 turnover advantage, which means we take Cincinnati on the spread for Knicks Nuggets. For this game, I can get Cincinnati at +110. I'm taking that.
No.
Kansas
City.
Get KC at +110. I'm taking that. I called this AFC Championship way back in Week 15. So,
Oh, yeah. Way back in December. Shut the fuck up.
also, though, Eric, look up something for me. Can you look up correct score? Chiefs 27, Bengals 24.
Hold on.
Click on the game. Click on Kansas City. And then scroll through it.
Yeah.
No, there was Super Bowl odds that it said correct score.
Well,
No,
no,
that's Super Bowl.
Oh, that was Super Bowl. Game pro.
Correct score.
There it is.
7, 20. Where?
It's right there. Oh, my God.
No, that's Cincinnati, though. That's Cincinnati to win.
I can get Chiefs 27, Bengals 24 at +5,500. You know the NFL loves its storylines. Give me that bet.
Kansas City.
Kansas
Or
City,
7.
Cincinnati by 3, 27-24 on DraftKings is plus 5,500.
If you want to go the other way, Cincinnati, Kansas City, 27-24 is plus 5,000.
Okay.
I want Kansas City money line, Eric, plus 110.
Yeah.
These teams are super evenly matched, so give me the dog. I'd rather hit on plus money than minus.
By the way, this game opened Kansas City -2. It has since moved across the number and 3.5 points for what reason?
I don't know. Andy Reid. I don't know. Andy Reid's son hit another person.
Patrick Mahomes' ankle that is good because he returned to the game.
Jackson Mahomes TikToks.
Like, why has this moved 3.5 points?
Well, he was diagnosed with a high ankle sprain, and if anyone has ever sprained their ankle, it's easy to play when it happens. When it sits for 7 days, you got a little. It'll be interesting. I'll take Chiefs. Oh, excuse me. I'll take Chiefs. That gives me a Chiefs Philly final, and that gives you, Nick, a.
Do you guys? Sorry to interrupt. Do you guys think this Charles Omenihu domestic violence arrest, if he gets suspended, is going to affect the Niners?
No, I don't know his name.
He's the leading sacker. He's a sack leader for them.
Really?
Do they still have Nick Bosa?
He's your Montez Sweat, is what you're telling me?
Do they still have Nick Bosa?
Yeah, they do.
Then I'm not concerned.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you know why this man is the leading sack leader? Leading sack leader. Jesus. Because Nick Bosa is on that team.
Because everyone else is getting double teamed. Yeah.
Nick Bosa, I think, has 4 offensive linemen on it.
Why'd you put Panthers defense 2015?
Oh, because I was just looking to see who they had when they got blown out in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
was that dude on that team?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Eric,
I was just trying to make a point here.
Listen, it's funny to say the Carolina Panthers lost the Super Bowl 50. They did not get blown out.
Well, they were so shook they couldn't even dive for a loose ball.
That was one person on the team.
They were so shook.
And first of all, when was the last time you guys were in a Super Bowl?
We won it.
Yeah, when?
Take notes. We won it.
Yeah, when?
How do you win a Super Bowl, Nick?
Yeah, but when? When did you win it?
2010.
Oh, okay. All right. So not this decade.
Oh, real convenient. Have you been to a Super Bowl this decade?
Yeah, not this decade. Yes, in the last decade, yes, I have been to a Super Bowl.
No, last 10 years. You said this decade. That's
This
last decade.
No, I haven't, but neither of us have. So you
Yeah,
can't bring it up.
exactly. You brought up old shit.
Because you're bringing up a 2010 Super Bowl.
You're 0-2 in the Super Bowl.
We were still riding the high of Obama winning in 2010.
Yeah, that congratulations, New Orleans cashed. Oh yeah, it's a completely different country.
Yeah, completely.
No, dude, it's still just as racist as it
White
was
men
in
are getting
2010.
all their rights taken away, Jermaine.
No, women are fighting for rights they already have.
Jesus.
All right, let's get our head-to-head picks in. I am dog shit this year.
I want Jermaine's Saints not to win a Super Bowl for the next decade.
Okay, well, I want Knicks Panthers to not win a Super Bowl for the next decade.
Those are our head-to-head picks. We'll see if they hit.
What are we doing? Hey, here's all I have to say. At the end of the day, when neither of us wins a Super Bowl in the next 10 years, I'll still have one more than you.
Maybe.
You'll have 2 more. But we can't take this away from you. You'll have 2 more losses in the Super Bowl than me.
That's true.
All right. So I'm with the first pick because I'm so god awful. I'm taking the over 46 in the Philly San Francisco game. I guess Jermaine would be next because he has a loss. So Jermaine, what's yours?
I'll take Carolina Panthers not to make the Super Bowl for the next 10 years.
I love how you and I are going back and forth with ourselves, and Eric is the one that's getting annoyed.
I'm not annoyed at all. I'm just trying to keep the flow going, baby.
Let me I'll take. Oh, dude, these are two great matchups. Let's just, for the record, let's take this. I'm gonna mimic Eric, and I'm gonna take over 46.5 for Cincinnati, Kansas City.
You know, since Patrick Reed left the PGA Tour, we don't have any good heels left in golf. So I'll be a good heel here in podcast Room 303. Give me the 49ers money line as my lock.
And you're making it a lock, not just head to head?
Oh yeah, I feel like I have to right now. It's a jersey bet, right?
I mean, you don't have to do anything, but sure.
Lock it in, Brock Purdy to the Super Bowl.
Brock Purdy to the Super Bowl. Okay. Let me ask you this. If Brock Purdy wins, does he win it all?
Oh, if he goes to the Super Bowl, does he win it all?
If he wins this weekend, does he win it all?
I'd say yes. Yeah, I would say just because I love NFL conspiracy theories, and the NFL loves its stories.
Yeah, that's why they've never had a rookie in the Super Bowl, and why they're not going to have a rookie in the Super Bowl this year.
Wait, wasn't Roethlisberger in the Super Bowl in his rookie year?
Second year.
No, George Lopez just threw up a gang sign at me. Why the fuck is Dwayne Wade dressed like a homeless skier?
Because he is. Hey, I got a quick question for you guys. So, one of my locks, I put Matt Ryan better season than Wilson and Wentz. Did I win that bet?
Did you check the stats? First of all, none of them did any winning, so it has to be statistical analysis.
What stats are we going off? What stats are we going?
I mean, he's got to beat him in like 3 of the 5 major categories, bro.
All right, let's go passing yards.
Can you embolden? Embiggen.
Aufgemacht.
Right there.
Okay.
That's postseason, Eric.
Can I compare players? No.
Eric, that's postseason.
Oh, damn. All right, dude. Let me fix it. Jesus Christ. All right. So, yards.
No, just sort by yards. Oh, it's already sorted. All right, bet.
Yeah, it's already sorted.
There's Matt Ryan, 17.
Oh, Russell Wilson, 13.
I lost. All right.
Where's Carson? Wait, how are you going to do? You lost on one stat.
No, you had Ryan has a better season than who?
Wilson and Wentz.
Oh, you said Wilson. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Zach Wilson.
So,
Russell.
all right, so keep going.
Show me depth of target. Yeah, touchdown. Click on this average. All right, go to touchdown. Uh-oh. Russell Wilson again.
Damn,
All
dude.
right, show me rating. Show me interceptions and show me rating. I'm trying to help you out, my bro.
No, I lost the bet, dude. I lost the bet. Russell
Wilson again. He's just above him.
He's like 2 above Ryan.
Carson Wentz is 2 below. Yo, Eric, what a needle thread you tried to hit, bro. Can you go to interceptions?
Eric, if not for that last game, you would have won this bet.
Damn, so I'm 3-6 on my lock. You said what, Jermaine?
Go to interceptions.
Ooh, look at that. Dak leading the way.
Matt Ryan more.
God damn, dude.
Click on sack.
Oh.
Holy shit. He was sacked 55 times.
Shit. Hey, other executive producer, if you're listening to this, get a fucking better offensive line.
That's what I've been saying all year, bro.
That's why Russell Wilson wasn't good.
And then all right, you already left.
No, we're good. We're at.
I want to see how many games played. Yo, Russell Wilson had 3 more games than Matt Ryan, though. That's a big difference in yards. All right, so Russell Wilson, 35-24, 3 more games, right? Matt Ryan had 30-57. Fuck that. Russell Wilson didn't play better than him. No, he played 3 more games. Nah, you won that lock, bro.
Yeah, you gotta look at like yards.
Holy
hey,
shit.
2 yards per game. There you go.
Yeah, fuck that. You won that, bro. He played 3 more games. That's 12 more quarters. That's
So I do get a win
That's-
for that one.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's like 16 more possessions minimum. Like fuck.
It's been
Russell
sitting
Wilson.
blank there, and I was like, I got to do this on the air so we can clear up the air. Because I was just gonna mark it as an L, but I
Yo,
guess
Matt
it's
Ryan had a
W.
better QBR anyway.
He did.
I mean, they're both awful.
I mean, we're
Probably sort from the
debating.
bottom. Sort from the bottom.
We're debating who's the shittiest. You know what I
Carson
mean? Like,
33, Russell 37, Matt Ryan 43.1. Damn, Aaron Rodgers is down here on his lonesome.
I think Matt Ryan had a better season. When you compare a per game average, he had a better season than Russell Wilson.
yeah, Russell Wilson had what? 16 tutties, 11 interceptions.
If you reduce Russell, like here's how we determine it, right? Go back, Eric, and take Russell Wilson's average per game, touchdowns, interceptions, yards, and modify it to 12 games. And he did not do better than Matt Ryan.
That makes sense.
What did Carson Wentz? How many games did Carson Wentz play?
8.
Yeah, you gotta modify that shit too.
Oh, if you modify his, he played better. I still say you got that, bro. Like from an eyeball test, Matt Ryan played better.
I mean, I just put Matt Ryan better season than Wilson and Wentz. Like, it's kind of open.
Well, I mean, the media wrote Matt Ryan out after like week 8. We're like, oh, he's gone. He's done.
Yeah.
Let's not pay attention anymore to Indianapolis.
Never mind that he wasn't playing with Jonathan
Right.
Taylor. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ooh,
Man,
LeBron for 3.
You know what I'm starting to see? These episodes where we have nothing to talk about, we just talk for almost hours.
Well, Eric decided to have 3 communion with ease today, bro.
Seriously, Eric, I get it.
Damn, I
The
used
Father,
them all
Son,
up,
and the
dude.
Holy Ghost.
Fuck.
Fuck me.
Damn, I used them all up.
He hit the trifecta of communion with ease.
Yeah,
I actually have another
Eric,
question.
I
for you
get
guys.
it. You want me to get down on my knees and pray to you? I get it.
All hail God King Eric.
Oh no, that name.
No,
one
we're
person.
not. I am way too humble for all that.
Not me, bro.
The fuck?
Not me, bro.
I am the
All right,
walking
so-
image of humility.
So we're dangerously close to 100 minutes. Do we fucking filibuster for the last 2 or do we sign off?
Yeah, let's filibuster.
And a 1, 2, 3. All right, Eric, how do you spell filibuster?
FIL, maybe a second L. IBUSTER.
Man, he was so close.
Is it one L?
Yeah, it's only one.
There's
L.
only 1 L, bro.
That's why I said maybe another L.
Yo, you are a Rain Man on some topics I never thought you would be. I should have bet you $1,500. Name the states.
I can
He's-
name all 50 states.
He
I can do
spelled
it for
he
sure.
spelled one word wrong, and you called him a Rain Man on topics.
No, I didn't think he knew he would be. I didn't like. I said you're a Rain Man on some topics. I didn't think he'd be able to spell filibuster.
It's a pretty easy word.
I would have spelled it PHILABUSTER.
That's not how I would have spelled it.
The only thing that I got stuck
Well,
on
you're
was
the God
L was
King,
like,
of course. Next.
You know how I would spell it? PHATASS. Fellas!
Jermaine,
Unreal,
you're
dude.
spelling filibuster.
Oh,
that, but he was technically filibustering by telling us that god awful joke. You know what I mean?
Jermaine, when are we jumping on that co-op FIFA?
ASAP.
When
Rocky.
are you and I about to fucking fuck some 12-year-old kids up?
Whoa, dude. You don't pause after you say 12-year-old. There was
Fuck
too...
some 12-year-old kids up.
There you go. There was too much gap. My ear got triggered and perked up. I didn't like any of that, bro.
We're the ones living in California, Nick.
Sorry.
Can't be acting like that living on the East
right.
Coast.
Are you off Friday? What a fucking loser.
I'm not doing anything Friday night.
That's a no, he's not off. No, let's play Friday for sure.
Okay.
There's a What?
Is co-op dope?
It's fun, but it's hard.
Is it like I control one player, you control?
Yes.
If I pass to you,
Yes.
and then you pass to me.
Yes.
Oh shit, that's
It's hard, bro. It's hard, especially if you're playing with my boy Sean and he slide tackles on everyone. We were playing co-op on my foot team, which goes against my record and shit. And I was like, stop sliding. This is my foot team. And he kept doing it. And we kept dying laughing because he would slide and we'd be scrambling afterwards. It's a lot of, I fucking love it.
Yo, how high were you?
Me, I wasn't high, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't smoke. I drink, though.
Oh, okay.
Heavily.
Okay.
I wish I could smoke.
How fucked up were you?
Oh, I was drunk. For
Okay.
sure. If Sean and I are gaming together, we've had a combined 16 plus cocktails.
Well, Sean's had 16 by himself.
Yeah, that's why I said combined. I was drunk though.
Jermaine's had one.
Yeah, I've had a few. I may not have had cocktails, but I've had some beers.
He just gets like, I love how he gets what's the word, like spacey when he's drunk.
Yes, dude.
Have we filibustered for enough time now?
We have.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
at what? We're at 141. Can you not see the time in the top left corner?
I can.
Oh, okay. So you know how to get over 100 minutes then, right? It's 60 plus 40.
Oh shit! LeBron only needs 189 points to tie Kareem.
Yeah. He's balling
I
out.
hope he gets in a car crash before that happens.
Oh, great.
Jesus.
We could have.
Oh, not a lethal one.
We should have ended 2 minutes ago. God damn it. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast Room303. I'm your host, Jermaine Club, as is my co-host, Nick Boy, and as always, we have EP. So we'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room. Holla at your boy!